It's a big deal, and it's a, everybody wants to see these turtles. Why does everybody want to see these turtles? What's the big deal with these turtles?
To see their life.
What's that?
To see their life.
To see them actually doing their thing, right, in nature. And I would have said to you all before, Trinidad is unofficially the #1 nesting site for these leatherback turtles. And that's a big deal. That means we have a very, very big responsibility to safeguard this territory so that these turtles can come back every year to lay their eggs.
Don't throw it out the windows, don't leave it unattended, don't drop it on the sidewalks, because where does it end up? You will see this morning the ridiculous things that ends up washing up on the beach, and you want to know how it got there. Alright, that's because somebody was not thoughtful enough to properly dispose of their garbage. Alright, so this morning we're going to be cleaning a portion of the beach. We're going to be covering from Research, which is from zone 8 by the river, and we're going to be covering straight down to about zone 12.
Welcome, my name is Brianne Holder and we are currently live at Matura Beach. Yesterday, we engaged in our first activity when we observed the turtles lay their eggs. Today, we are currently doing our beach cleanup to protect their environment.
In conservation, keeping the beaches clean and having a welcoming environment for the turtles to come and continue laying their eggs. This is Trinidad and Tobago. It is one of the most significant sites in the world where the leatherback turtles lay their eggs. Some turtles come 5 to 7 times a year on this very beach, and it's a stretch of about 8 kilometers. It's quite wide, and the people who man this beach, who protect and who do the tours, they are short-staffed and they're all volunteers, loving the work that they do, most of them from the village of Matura. A lot of research takes place on this beach. A lot of the turtles that come here are tagged, and some of them are monitored from as far as Canada, right? They are tracked with GPS tags, and some of these turtles go as far as Madagascar. So it's a very, very important site, and the work that we're doing here as NorthGate College is our part in helping to conserve our environment and to protect the nesting site of these very important organisms, the leatherback turtles.
I learned that the leatherback turtles come up in the night and dig 2 to 3 feet in the sand so that they can lay their eggs.
I learned that Trinidad is the #1 island that leatherback sea turtles come to lay their eggs.
Alright, so for me, I really enjoyed this process. Seeing the kids really engaged in paying attention with the turtle watching and the lectures, and they were able to answer some of the questions when we came back up this morning, seeing them very much involved in the beach cleanup, realizing that the beaches are very dirty because of us as Trinidadians not wanting to take ownership of our land. It's our land, it's our country. And I hope that when they leave here, they will leave with a different sense of national pride.
I learned that the turtle hatchlings have many predators and that we need to do our best to protect them because they're very delicate and endangered animals.
Okay, good day everyone. Nivon Williams, Turtle Program Coordinator and Director of Nature Seekers at Matura. Now today we had a collaborative effort with the NorthGate Secondary School, Form 3 students, and they were here to assist with the beach cleanup. Observe behind, as you can see, all the garbage collected. We had in excess of 40 bags of garbage coming off the beach of various types of garbage and litter, ranging from plastics to plastic bags to old cans to bottles and all forms of ropes and different types of fishing gear that were collected off the beach. Now during the season and the pre-season each year, that starts from March to August, we have turtles coming to nest at Matura Beach. Trinidad boasts the first largest nesting population in the world for leatherback turtles. And as such, it's imperative that we have an environment where they can nest successfully without injury to their person. Now, when these turtles come up, because they are soft-shelled, they can be injured through anything that is on the beach that is not familiar to them in their natural environment. They would move freely. And all these garbage, apart from entanglements that can cause death through ingestion of the plastics, you can also have the problems of it being turned away because they're encountering too much garbage on the beach. And this cleanup activity today signals the strength of community and also the collaborative effort of the public, gaining an understanding and appreciation for the protection of the environment and our marine turtles. So I want to thank NorthGate for participating in this event. I want to encourage them to be here again every year, the pre-season. Before the season begins in March, we have an annual beach cleanup event, and I know that from this point onward, these kids are going to be environmental warriors. We are going to be protectors. We have just been able to incorporate a lot more into our environment family and create more sensitivity throughout the population. So I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I know that from this point on, we have a much cleaner, safer environment for our turtles to nest for the rest of this season.
Thank you.